Well, what's your name and where you're from?
My name is George Ray Michaud. I'm from Palestine, Texas.
And you were born in 1948?
I was born in 1948,
Damn.
307 Low Street, Palestine, Texas.
You want to tell me the story how you got to Houston?
Relatives. How I got to Houston this time is because my wife passed away January 2017. And
Oh, damn, man.
she blind, she was diabetic.
Yeah.
And she had a stroke. I woke up to go to the bathroom, and she was laying there, eyes wide open. I said, "You all right?" She didn't say anything. So I shook her, and she fell out the bed. When she fell out the bed, I said, "There's something wrong, man." I got on and started CPR, beat her in the chest, brought her back. When I brought her back, well, anyway, she had passed shit. She had been dead for I don't know how long. But anyway, called the paramedics and they came and they took her to the hospital. But anyway, she passed on her way and buried her that 29th of 27th of January. And I moved down here in March. When I moved down here in March, the reason why I'm here, my son wife's auntie owned a bunkhouse. And I moved down here to move in the bunkhouse. When I moved in the bunkhouse, I had a truck. I don't have a truck anymore because they started stealing parts off of it.
Wait, say that again?
They started stealing parts off my truck.
Really? Just while I was on the streets?
Yeah, while I was running. People come by and they see something they want and took it. But anyway, after a while, it stopped running, different parts gone, and the lady that owned the bunkhouse told me I had to get rid of my truck because it was just in the way. It wasn't running, I needed to get rid of it. So I sold it. Got a little change for it. Anyway, put it back. But I'm
So how'd you get here back in the 40s when you were 14?
When I was 14, once she come and got me. She needed a man in the house. And she talked to my mother and my grandmother and let me come down to be the man of the house. Her son had went to the convention for assault on a gentleman. And she wanted a man, she needed a man in the house she could trust. I wasn't quite a man yet, but I was man enough to understand what she needed. So she brought me down here. She talked to my grandmother and my mama and let me come down. So I came down. My grandmother and my mama didn't know it was a Bronco.
That's
So
crazy, man.
I didn't know at the time. I didn't know it was a Bronco. So when I got down here, she told me what I needed to do. She said, "I'm gonna put you in this room, great boy, and don't let nobody in. And the only way somebody gets somebody here is they pay you. Money first. Don't put nothing in nobody's hand without them paying you first." That was understood. If not, I had to pay for it. She made that understood. So it went on that summer. I paid for it. I mean, I do what she said do.
And Rock is the muscle?
Rock, yeah, Rock was my bodyguard. He would the people would rent the rooms. He'd take them up to the rooms. And when their time was up, he'd go up and tell them they have to leave or they had to pay some more money if they want to stay longer.
Yeah.
And so that worked along pretty good. Rock was a good friend of mine. He was about 6'6".
Damn.
He's bodyguard. He was a tough guy.
He's a big dude.
Yeah, he was a big guy.
Yeah.
Man, nothing but muscle, man.
Damn.
Man. But anyway, that went on.
How big was the brothel?
3-story. It was a 3-story house. It was a 3-story house. It had a room. Had a room. Had two bedrooms in each level. He had two bedrooms in each level.
Okay.
And hard shape, green room, yellow room, orange room. It had men come over. I ain't gonna tell you. It had a guy come over. He's very well known right now. He come over, and he wanted to be whooped, you know. and you know, I take pictures. He wanted pictures too.
No way. That's crazy.
Anyway, they taught my mama, my mama and my grandmama, and me staying after summer. So I stayed all down. So when I stayed all down, I got promoted to media and what was going on and everything. And I became a right-hand man. I go to somebody. Deliver drugs. I did it all. So when I turned 16, she gave me a Cadillac. My feet couldn't even reach the power. So I had rock drive me. Rock used to drive me around. Everything, man. And she had daughters. Bill, Bonnie.
Yo, do your thing.
I got a cold.
Nah, that's cool. You need a spit? Clear your throat?
That stuff comes up through the mouth, and it comes up, and it chokes me.
Yeah, I think everyone's had that, you know?
Yeah.
That just nasty
Yeah,
phlegm you
man.
get in your lungs.
Yeah, get out of my lungs. I had a bad cold, and that yellow stuff coming up my lung. I had to spit it out. I don't want to swallow it. But anyway, they let me stay on down here, school year. I did all right. Passed my grades and everything. And went on, graduate. But during that time, most of what I learned was dealing drugs from Miami. For real.
That's crazy, man.
Yeah. And that went on for years. And I had to quit that.
So
Mama.
you started that when you were 14?
Yeah.
And you went till how long?
To about 20,
20?
about 20 years old. My mama and them stopped, so I was gonna get in trouble, more trouble than I needed to be in.
Yeah.
So they talked me into leaving Creasy. Well, our daughters them had took over. You know, they wanted to run everything,
Yeah.
and I wasn't blood relatives,
Yeah.
you know, and one of the girls wanted to take over and stuff. So
Really?
I had got too close. She took me in too close, you know. They figured that I was running things, but I wasn't running nothing. I was doing what she said.
Yeah.
And so I went on left and went back to East Texas, went back to Palestine. When I went back to Palestine, I started selling drugs a little bit, and then I got busted. And that taught me to just stop. Then I tried to start back, and then I got addicted.
To
Started
what?
doing drugs, and which was no good.
Yeah.
Doing drugs no good for nobody.
What were you doing?
I was doing cocaine. I was running cocaine in my arm. And then later on, when they come out with the crack, I started smoking the crack. I don't do anything now. I'm drinking a little beer. Try to stay healthy
Yeah.
best I can. But like right now, everything is kind of slowed down for me. I look at people and try to tell them, but that same thing they try to do to me, try to tell me.
Yeah.
You have to experience it, I guess.
Yeah, man. People want to know firsthand
Yeah.
something. There's always something in someone's lives that
Yeah. I
just
mean, you know
hearing
what?
it isn't good enough. They want to know
Yeah,
firsthand.
I'm firsthand. I mean, you know, a lot of guys I talk to, especially on the corners and everything, about what they're doing and everything, and what it's gonna lead to. But by me just sitting there and doing that there, that's all fine. But they have to experience it. I do the best I can to tell them, but it don't do no good. It don't do no good.
Just adjusting that a little. It's a little overdone. All right, so you're 20 years old. You're in Palestine. Then where'd you go from there?
Dallas.
Dallas.
Yeah. Went to Dallas.
When they busted you, they didn't put you in jail, did they?
Now I got on probation.
Probation.
Got on probation and went to Dallas. Went to Dallas, started working for the Republic National Bank. Parking cars. I was parking cars in the Republic National Bank. And then I was parking cars in the Republic National Bank. I did that for a couple of years. And then I got a job at a shoe store, shining shoes. I like shoes. I got a job shining shoes. And then the fella asked me, said, "You think you can sell shoes?" I said, "Yeah, I can sell shoes." I mean, you know, yeah. So he said, "Well, I want you to come Monday, have a suit and tie on." So I came out Monday with a suit and tie on and started selling shoes. Made something of the year. Then turned around, made assistant manager.
Damn.
Then, after 6 months, they gave me a store at Lincoln Ski Shopping Center. I ran a John Hardy shoe store at Lincoln Ski Shopping Center. Sure did.
How long did you do that?
I did that for about a year. I hired my friend and his brother-in-law, and they stealing from him. I didn't know at the time. But when I had an audit, my manager came to give me an audit and come to find out most of the merchandise was stolen. And we found out through the camera and everything what had happened. And he told me I need to fire my friend and his brother-in-law, and told me I had to resign or he gonna press charges. So I resigned. I went from being a manager of a shoe store back to Palestine. Went back to Palestine and started working at a sawmill.
Yeah.
Yeah,
That's a lot different.
that's a lot
Real
different,
lifestyle
man.
change.
Yeah. I worked at a sawmill about 2 years. Sure did. Worked at a sawmill for 2 years. Then started working for Curtis Mattress and what time was that? Athens, Texas, where they make TVs. I worked there for about 2 years too. I worked there dealing with TVs and stuff for about 2 years. And then after that, moved back to Palestine, started working for my stepfather, pouring cement. I poured cement rest of the time, up until the 18, to I guess the 2000. And after then, I started dealing drugs again. I gotta go pee. All right.
All right, we're back.
Started working at a sawmill. Then started dealing drugs because I wasn't making enough money. Caught a case again. Violated my probation. Got locked up. I did 8 years.
Wait, why'd you get locked up?
I violated my probation.
Really?
Yeah, for the drug case. I was on probation. I violated my probation. And I was sentenced to 8 years.
What year was that?
It was back in 80, 85, 87.
87?
Yeah, back in 87. So after then, spent 2 years, got out. Started with my dad again, my stepfather again, pouring cement. That's what I've been doing most of my life. Up until I went to the penitentiary in 2000. When I went to the penitentiary in 2000, I got out. I met a lady while I was in the penitentiary, changed my life. When I got out, I came to her house. When I came to her house, I got a job at Tyson. She helped me get a job at Tyson Food.
Yeah.
I got a job at Tyson Food in 2000.
In 2000?
2003.
Okay.
I got a job at Tyson Food. After I got a job at Tyson Food, I worked there every day, went to church, did AA, everything.
Damn.
She changed my life. That's the lady that died in 2017. Her name was Rose Marie, and she changed my life. Anyway, I worked there. I started off a little stand-in, then became the leader on my shift. And I did well. I got boosted up, got changed around, started running a different department and everything. I was doing real good. And when she got sick in 2015, I told the people I had to go where she could get help, and that was in Waco. So I stopped my job and went to Waco. When I went to Waco, they didn't do no good. That's like them to went blind. They weren't treating her right. All they wanted was the money. And she went blind.
What did she have?
Diabetes.
Diabetes?
She was diabetic.
How much did you spend on it?
Oh man, I had insurance. I had what's that insurance? I have an insurance for my job. What's the name? Black and what? Black.
Well, which one?
I'm trying to think. Black something. Black and.
Is that insurance company?
Yeah. Shit.
You Blue Cross Blue Shield?
Yeah, Blue Cross Blue Shield.
Okay.
That was the insurance I had, and they just went up through the window.
Yeah.
For the money. They did things they didn't need to do. For the money. Did things they shouldn't have did. Whatever cost the bills, that's what they did.
Yeah.
They didn't need. And she could see when she went there. When she started getting treatment, she could see. But after 3 months, she's blind as a bat. She was. So I took care of her from 2015 up until 2017 when she passed away. When she passed away is when I moved to Houston here. I've been in Houston ever since. I'm planning on moving back to East Texas. So Houston's not for me. It's not for me. The people here are discerned. They don't care about, you know.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You gonna move back to Palestine?
Yeah, I'm gonna move back to Palestine. What people are people.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's not people here. They I mean, you know, you have to know somebody here. I mean, you have to know somebody everywhere, but people are more concerned in small town than in large town.
Yeah.
I found that out.
So you were born in 1948, 71 years ago. I don't know, what was life like back then? What is it, how is it different now?
It's a lot worse than it is now, I think. If people, there's not enough care. What I mean is, I don't know how to say it. People more concerned about people then than they are now. People look at you now and just look over you. People was caring about people earlier years. They was caring about everything. How you live, what you did, how you know, people helping people.
But it doesn't feel like that.
Nowadays, people don't help people like they used to. Not now.
Well, why do you think that is?
I don't know, really. I couldn't put my finger on it. I just can't put my finger on it. I'd like to know the problem. Maybe I could solve it. Or tell somebody they could solve it.
Yeah.
You know which end to start, you know, look to solve it. But now, like it is now, it's the way things are now. People think this cause it's 19 2019, people ought to be able to take care of themselves and do whatever, or whatever, shouldn't be able to have no problems and all that. But it's worse. It's worse. It's worse. People don't care for each other like they did in the past. It's more, they don't care as much as they did in the past.
Yeah, you tell me earlier about James, your cousin.
James Goodall.
You want to tell a story about James? That's a crazy story.
James robbed the bank. Got away clean. Just as a woman.
He was dressed as, and he had 7 sisters?
7 sisters. Got 7 sisters. He could sing, dance. If you look at him and put on a wig, you think he's a woman. You fix it. I don't know. James might have been gay, but he didn't act gay. I mean, he was just a feminine person.
Yeah.
He had 7 sisters, man. It can't be but. Hey.
It's kind of bound to happen.
Yeah.
He got 7 sisters.
Say, man, he got 7 sisters. He could curl their hair, plait their hair. I mean, he was a middle child. James was a middle child. He got Tan, Baby, Bunny, James, Janet, I can't name all of them.
Yeah.
But anyway, he got 7 sisters, and he's looking after all of them. He's looking after all of them, man. And when I got out now, I wasn't like James. I mean, I didn't know what the thing was and stuff. But they looked for me like they started something, they want me to take it up. You know what I mean? With their boyfriend and stuff. I sent Rock to take care of it. Rock, he wasn't no problem, you know. But James was a character. He could sing like anybody, a woman or a man. I don't know how he put all them songs in his head, and he could play any instrument. They played the piano. They had piano in the house. Our band had a piano in the house. She had an organ in the house. On the second floor, she had an organ, a piano, a drum set in the dining room. They had a drum set in the dining room. A big old drum set. I don't know how many drums it was. But anyway, it was James. And and in the room, there's horns, saxophone, clarinet, all of them had horns, all kind of horns in her room. Them was James' instrument. He could play them all, man. That was phenomenal to me. And I imagine anybody else. He took time out to learn how to play all them instruments,
Yeah.
man. He played them well, man. You know. Before he got locked up, before all that happened, we used to go to my aunt's house in Dallas. He'd go, we go to little sister. We go to little sister's house, Belma, in Dallas. It was his aunt, it was his aunt, his mama's sister. His mama was big sister, and Belma was little sister. Anyway, they had them girls up there, some of the summer, part of the summer. And then it was time for us to go to another part of the summer. And that was me and James. We'd go there. Uncle Olsen, Aunt Velma, they had treated us well, man. And that's where I learned how to dance, and that's where I learned that he knew all the instruments and stuff. So he used to bring a lot of horns up there, stuff like that. And Uncle Olsen, in the garage, it was Bubba's drum set. He had a drum set in the garage in Aunt Velma's house. And he'd be back there bamming, man, on them drums. I'm not instrumentally inclined.
Yeah.
It was him. But he had a nice life, man. Uncle Olsen, he was a contractor. He remodeled houses, bought land, different stuff. But it was all good, all great. James was a character. He was a character. He met this girl when he got out of Pennsylvania. They have oral sex with him. She didn't know nothing about no oral sex. He gonna make her have to perform oral sex on him. But anyway, she bit his pecker. When she bit his pecker, he started cutting on her. He cut up so bad, they sent him back to the Pennsylvania.
That was the second time?
That
was the second time he went?
Second time he went. First time he went was about the bank. You know, he went to pen for the bank job.
And how'd they catch him?
He started telling his girls, and then he had all this money. He told one girl what had happened, and then she told his sister. His sister wanted some of the money. And he got all that, and then the law found out about it, and all that. They never did find the money though. They didn't find the money. They couldn't make him tell about the money. But that's how I can make Kevin. That's how I can make Kevin in the film theater, because he wasn't telling about the money.
I don't know if I'd tell him either.
No, shit, man. But ain't sister, she spent money. Sent them girls to college. Bibel, Bunny, all them chicks, all of them went to college. And then when they went to college and graduated from college, they went to California. And stuff. They lived good. They lived good.
What the next 6 months for your life? What do you think it holds?
Huh?
Are you gonna try to get out of Houston?
Yes, sir. In the next 6 months, I intend to move back home. Hopefully, I move and live the rest of my life there. I want everybody to be happy down here. I know my granddaughter ain't gonna be, but I'm gonna move back to Palestine, where I can get taken care of. I'm not being taken care of down here. I don't know what to do. I've tried to talk to people, try to do some things for myself, but it's hard for me to get around. It's hard for me to get around. But eventually I'll do it. I'll do it.
You got any message for the world or your family?
Yes. Trust in God. Pray. Thank Him for blessing you to wake up each morning. Each morning. But you don't have to wake up. And bless the person next to you, breathing. Bless everybody. Bless everybody.
Yeah, man, that's good.
Yep.
Unless you got anything else to say.
Bliss Pratt. You're doing a wonderful job.
I appreciate it, man.
Yeah,
I appreciate it.
you're doing a wonderful job.